I'm at a really weird angle. Oh, and the hair is bad too. Oh. Nothing I can do about it. Anyway, I know I'm at like a really weird angle, but my laundry's over there, and I felt that was really embarrassing. You know what? I'm gonna just move it. Give me a second. Hey y'all. Two things. Don't talk about the hair. It's not having a very good day. My nails are not having a good day either. I just cut my nail cutting a bagel, which I will be eating during this experience. So I don't want to address the elephant in the room, but it feels like it's gonna get brought up regardless. Somebody's gonna pop up in my comments talking about some, "What's wrong with this celebrity?"
It feels like you're being very about them.
And honestly, it's not. It's a personal preference. This is my personal opinion. I am allowed to have one of those, as is everybody else. Anyway, also, a celebrity is gonna pop up, and it has nothing to do with any new allegations against them. I wrote this list before that happened. The day before the slap. Yeah. I didn't realize how many celebrities I don't like. I knew there were quite a few, but I didn't know how many there were. Like, when it comes down to not liking a celebrity, there's like 3 that come to mind automatically. Maddie Ziegler. I feel like there's quite a few people that are on my side with this one. I'm just tired of seeing her. I feel like she was probably like the Charlie D'Amelio of the time, where she just randomly wrote a book. I kind of just stopped liking Maddie Ziegler ever since. Not to be confused with Mackenzie Ziegler. Love her. She's good. Always been my favorite. But Maddie, ugh. To be fair, I didn't really watch Dance Moms a lot. Like, I would watch it in passing. Like, if my mom was watching it, maybe I'd watch like a few clips here and there. But I was not like die hard every Friday. Woohoo! You know? But it always just seemed like some new garbage with her. Just, ugh. Could not. But the main reason I don't like her, that I have a very strong dislike of her, is because of, hopefully I can find the clip, but this clip right here. Maddie in an episode of Pretty Little Liars for no reason, and I remember my exact reaction. Previously on Pretty Little Liars, and then bam, we get to the current events. She's dancing in the dungeon, and for what? It had nothing to do with the episode whatsoever. It clearly was a target from the, not managers, whatever, what would you call those people? The people that run the show that wanted to get some spark. It was the most unsettling thing I'd ever seen in my life. It was very unexpected. I felt like I got hit with a ton of bricks, and then I recovered, and I literally said, "What the reason?" It was just really obnoxious. I was like, what is she doing here? What does her dancing, doing some type of contemporary dance, have to do with this episode? It had nothing to do with the episode, to be clear. Moving on, Kid Leroy. I don't know nothing about that man. I just know I don't like him. I just don't care for him in the way that like old people feel towards new music, if that makes sense. I can't. I can't. Whatever Winnie Williams said.
I can't. Get out.
That's him, right? And all those other little pop songs on TikTok, where they got the little dance going on, and every mom and daughter group is I can't do cringe pop music anymore. I'm not as young as I used to be, and I think this generation of TikTok has really helped me realize that, and I'm glad. Moving on, I forgot to put earrings on. Do you mind if I put some earrings on? I'm gonna put some earrings on. You get what you bleed. And that song's gonna be stuck in my head. Ugh. Much better. Way more presentable. You know, this one's a bit of a hot take. Jennifer Lopez. I used to be a huge Jennifer Lopez fan. Like, one of my favorite movies is Made in Manhattan. I want to say that's whichever one's the one with Tyler Posey where he's a kid. I used to be a huge Jennifer Lopez fan, but then after a while, I was just like, with her whole brand kind of being 50 and strong, or like 50 and like still sexy thing, it's kind of just like annoying to me, where it's like,
yeah, I'm 50, yeah, I got 2 kids, and I can still dance like I was when I was young, but I'm still Jenny on the block.
I'm not saying she has to be old, but it's just like, and then the whole Jennifer Lopez dress, like the whole, I can still fit in this dress, this loose dress that has barely any seams. Yeah, I can still fit in this dress from 2000. I think she was trying to break the internet again. Yeah, I do love her though, still, sometimes. Just sometimes, not all the time. Again, this list came before the slap. I repeat, this list came before the slap. Will Smith and Jada Smith. I feel like a lot of people can agree on this one. I just think we've heard enough about their relationship. Like, every month it's a new thing.
Jada and Will like to keep it sexy in the bed.
What? Wait, no, don't say that.
Jada and Will like to have open communication in their relationship.
Like, okay, what's your point? Just because she said it on her little red table show, what's your point? I can't. Every month it was something new. Who cares? Nobody was. Who was genuinely asking for this? It's just like, yes, I've always wanted an inside look on their relationship. If I want to see into any celebrity relationship, it's gonna be Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard, or Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, because apparently they don't shower. I want to know why they don't shower every day, or shower at least more than they say they do. Like, Jada and Will are the last people I want to hear about. Sorry. You know what? I want to hear about Oprah and her husband. I'm not even gonna talk about the slap. I'm not. I don't care. Like, today is the 29th. It has been about 2 or 3 days. I'm already over it, but I know the meme pages are gonna keep going for the next 2 weeks, and I'm already tired. I'm tired. I'm done talking about them. I don't care. I'm done talking about them. I'd like to talk about the hot topic of Demi Lovato. I recently got into a fight in my comment section the other day about why I don't like Demi Lovato, in which I repeatedly said that I don't have an exact reason why I don't like Demi Lovato, but they continued to say that I was xenophobic and homophobic, which is definitely not true. I literally said nothing about them at all, and they kept fighting me in the comments for like 3 hours. That was embarrassing on their part. I feel like I was arguing with a wall. Anyway, to talk about Demi Lovato, again, there's nothing really specific, but I will say this. When I was a kid, I was very upset that Sunny with a Chance got canceled. And as a kid, I had no clue what was going on. I didn't know none of us knew about the drugs. I definitely did not know about the drugs, so I was just really upset that the show got canceled just when it was starting to get good between Sunny and Sterling Chase's character or whatever. So then I had a hatred towards them, and I eventually let that hatred go after I played the Demi Lovato episode game. Yeah. So then I let that hatred go, but then it kind of just came back. And I guess it's kind of the same thing with the Will Smith and Jada Smith thing, where I'm just like kind of tired of hearing about people in the news all the time, because it always just seems like it's the same thing over and over. That's all I'm saying. It just always seems like it's something new with them, and I'm just tired of it. I'm tired. I don't think I'm gonna make it through this whole list. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, as well as Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. Every time they get in front of the camera, they just act a fool. Like, what are we doing? I feel bad for their managers, but I'm sure they're eating it up because it's good publicity. But what about the children? Not just the children watching, but their children. They watch TV. Also, because it's like both couples are having a life crisis at the same time and making out in front of the camera and like pretty much digging down, like freaking excavating each other's throats. That's all I have to say about that one. Every boring celebrity making a big fuss about joining TikTok and only posting once. Well, Pharrell, is that his name? Pharrell? Sorry, his name just slipped my mind. All I see is, when I think of him, I just think big hat. Black man, big hat. His name does not pop up in there. It's just black. It's just black man, big hat. His Despicable Me sound has been trending for the last 2 weeks. And he posted, will that be his only TikTok? Probably. And but back to the main point. I just hate when these celebrities make this big fuss about joining a social media platform. Like it's not already possible. But I think the way that they come at it is that's what gets me. I love Lindsay Lohan, but take the Lindsay Lohan TikTok for instance, where she's like, hey guys, I'm in TikTok. But I hate there's like the approach where it's like,
Hey guys, guess who's on TikTok? How does this thing even work?
Like, babe, your kid's been watching TikTok for 2 months now. Could have asked them. You ain't gotta lie for the public. You ain't gotta act like you're an idiot. Ooh, a good one. Camila Cabello. A lot of people don't like her. And I am one of those. Hardcore. I'd say maybe like a year or less. I was a fan of Fifth Harmony. I have one of their CDs. I loved her in that big bow. And that's where I kind of drew the line after that. I think we've all heard the stories on TikTok and everything else. I don't like her. She's obnoxious. Ben Affleck is the worst Batman I've ever seen in my life. And I watched all of them. Other than the first one. I didn't watch the first one. I didn't have the heart. Sorry. Ben Affleck is the worst Batman I've ever seen in my life. You're telling me this man's supposed to be jumping from rooftop to rooftop, kicking it left and right. No. I'm sorry, those joints are lying. His joints could never. I tried watching Batman vs. Superman the other day. I only made it halfway through before I had to call it quits. Not only on just his part, but also Superman's part, because that movie was so boring. I'd watched all the other Batmans, so entertained, so entertained. We get to this one and I'm just like, anyway, Ben Affleck's the worst Batman I've ever seen in my life. That wasn't the main point I put him on this list. It's also because I'm tired of seeing him in the news. This whole Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck love affair. Oh my gosh, they're back together. Ooh. He looks like he collects coins and stamps on the weekends. I should have just called this a list of celebrities I'd like to punch, because I'd like to punch him in the face. Just. What's wrong with you? Okay, I'm just gonna rush through the rest of these. Candace Cameron Bure, she's just one of those women that need to just shut up and sit down. I mean, when she got on TikTok,
Am I the drama?
You're scaring the children. I think something about the media where they believe that some of these celebrities were like created in eggs and they were made this way. They were never children. They never had normal lives. They were made from these eggs by the government, and they never ate real food. They ate alien goo. And then when they felt that they were really developed enough, they sent them out into the world, into the entertainment world. And then they got their hands on some chips and it was like, bam! I love chips. My favorite types of chips are probably the classic Lay's. Ellen DeGeneres. A lot of people don't like her. I especially don't like her. She's been on television for too long. I thought of this the other day when I was watching Austin and Ally, where they had this off-brand Ellen is like, you know, doing her typical dancing in a sweater vest or whatever. And then I thought about it. I was like, She's really gotten away with doing some crazy dancing for like 20 years. I think I would put her in the dance monkey dance category, where it's like, you know, to keep the masses entertained with this classic bit that you have. I know it's also just like, if it works for you, don't change it, but it's also just like, come on, 20 years? It's funny for a season or two, but come on. Yeah, it's getting late and I really want to read before I go to bed, so I got to go. I got to bed. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, everybody's allowed to have their own opinion, and that was just mine, so peace.
Ain't nobody sicker in my Fisker. Ain't nobody. Fiskers don't make noise when they start up.
This right here is my swag. All the girls, they on me down. Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Hey, sorry.